drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Collins. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here. Turning it on! And he'll have enough for the... at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He has the first and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Coleman. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Snagged in the middle, it's Nixon. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Georgia Southern is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today.
Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Got him downfield.
It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia State. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Complete to the left. Hits the afterburners. He's at the... and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll start this drive going to the air. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. catch in the middle. It's James. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? The give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Takes the handoff. It's James. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. Quarterback adapting. Bought a little time. Let's another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky.
He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Collins. On the run, still looking. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. Release to the back. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Gets it out quickly. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down to try to get a 1st down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Pitt right back to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Dropping back, it's Holstein. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On first down from their own 22. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side now. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the back. To the air on second down. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Caught in the backfield, it's Ross Simmons. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw, it's Collins. Got the back over the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Fires to the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll get this drive starting from their own 26. Dropping back, it's Collins. Throws to the back. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Under fire. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cook. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the 1st down at the 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Nixon. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Hatcher. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the 1st down at the 41. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. To the ground with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Kick comes up short, and he's going to try to bring it back. Made a defender miss. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun 1st half between these rivals.
We've got a good one going here in the 3rd quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Pitt pushing the pace. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Plucks it out of the air. Spins away from the defender. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Panthers are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Panthers. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Going right to work up top. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Has this head coach lost his mind? Does he know where the ball is on the field? He's going for it this close to his own end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. To the air, it's Holstein. He's got it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Trying to surge it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Panthers! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Under fire! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on... He's got it! 1st down and more! And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking for room, it's James. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Collins. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. The throw. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes. He wants to change this route. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start.
False start. Open.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He'll try the left side. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Pocket breaking down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Pulls it and fires to the left.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
These corners backing off a bit. Quick strike complete.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Here comes the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. No good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it
Those situations.
Finds his man. It's Ross Simmons. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Collins. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much. That's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Pitt right back to the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game. But the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Wants to throw. It's Holstein. Got his man quickly. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. At the 30. He's at the touchdown, Pitt. And the route is on. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, they're